Well, hello, friends. Welcome to Uplift Moment. I'm Travis Burmaster. Before we begin today's message, I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you. If you've been enjoying these moments of reflection, I'd love for you to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. It helps more people discover messages like this one and truly means a lot to me. All right, let's get into today's message. Today's episode is called Rise to Your Full Potential. It's about discovering what's already inside you and learning how to bring it to life. Every one of us carries untapped potential. There's more strength in you than you've seen, more creativity than you've used, and more courage than you've realized. But potential doesn't grow by accident. It grows when you move with intention, when you decide to step beyond comfort and into possibility. You've probably felt it before, that inner nudge, that whisper that says, "There's more in me, more you could try, more you could give, more you could become." Sometimes that whisper is excitement. Other times it's discomfort, the quiet pull that reminds you you're not meant to stay where you are. Your potential is waiting for permission, your permission, to come alive. Here's the thing. Growth always feels uncertain at first. There's no guarantee, no safety net, and no perfect timing. But there's also no progress without movement. One of my favorite quotes comes from hockey legend Wayne Gretzky, who said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." It's simple, but it's true. You can't grow from opportunities you never reach for. You can't discover your limits if you never test them. And you can't rise higher if you stay where it's safe. Let me give you a few examples. Maybe you've had an idea sitting in the back of your mind, something you'd love to start, but fear keeps holding you back. A book you've wanted to write, a business you've dreamed of starting, a skill you've been meaning to learn. You tell yourself you'll do it later, when you're ready, when things slow down. But later never comes. You lose that shot not because you weren't capable, but because you never took the swing. Or maybe there's a relationship that needs mending, someone you've wanted to reach out to, but pride or fear of rejection stopped you. The truth is, vulnerability takes courage. You might not control the outcome, but you do control the effort. And every time you choose courage over comfort, you grow. You can even see this principle in small, everyday choices. That moment, you decide to speak up in a meeting, even though your voice shakes. That time you finally ask for the opportunity you've been waiting for. That day, you apply for the job, sign up for the class, or step onto a path that feels uncertain. Those are the shots that change everything. And even if you miss a few along the way, you're still growing. Because failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Each step, each try, each stumble moves you closer to the person you're becoming. You don't have to have it all figured out to start moving. You just have to start. Because clarity comes through motion, not hesitation. When you wait for certainty, you end up waiting forever. But when you move, life starts to meet you halfway. Opportunities appear, confidence builds, perspective expands. Every step you take, even the small ones, tells the world you're ready for more. Here's something powerful I've learned. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes from action. You build belief in yourself by doing the things that scare you, by showing up when you feel unsure, and by taking one more shot, even after missing a few. That's how growth happens, through courage and motion. So if you've been waiting for the perfect moment, this is it. Not next month, not next year, now. Your potential isn't in the future. It's sitting right here, waiting to be activated. Think about how much of life we miss because of hesitation. The words left unsaid, the ideas never shared, the dreams postponed. You lose every opportunity you never pursue. You lose every connection you never reach for. And you lose every dream you never give yourself permission to chase. But the moment you decide to act, to take that first small step, everything changes. The world doesn't reward perfection, it rewards movement. Sometimes people think reaching your potential means doing something massive, starting a company, launching a project, or reinventing your life. But often, it's much simpler. It's saying yes when your fear says no. It's choosing growth over comfort, consistency over excuses, and action over waiting. It's being willing to stretch, even when it feels uncomfortable. Potential grows when you do. As I mentioned in a previous episode, there is another quote I love from the Leadville 100 founder. He tells his runners before that grueling mountain race, "You are better than you think you are, and you can do more than you think you can." That's not just about running, it's about life. When you hit resistance, when you're tired, when you start to doubt yourself, remember that truth. You are better than you think you are. You can do more than you think you can. You've already proven it 100 times in ways you may have forgotten. Every challenge you've overcome, every obstacle you've outlasted, every time you thought you couldn't go on but did anyway. That's evidence of your potential in action. Reaching your highest potential isn't about being fearless. It's about moving forward with fear and doing it anyway. It's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's not about waiting to feel strong. It's about showing up until strength finds you. And when you live that way, your potential unfolds naturally. You begin to notice opportunities that were always there, but hidden behind hesitation. You start to see your path not as a race, but as a rhythm. One step, one choice, one belief at a time. So today, take the shot. Make the call, send the message, start the project, say yes to the version of you that's been waiting to emerge. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for certainty. Trust your preparation. Trust your resilience. Trust that you can rise. Because you are better than you think you are. And you can do more than you think you can. Your potential isn't something you chase. It's something you uncover, one courageous moment at a time. If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who might need a reminder that it's never too late to take the next shot. I'm Travis Burmaster, and this has been your Uplift Moment. Until next time, keep your heart open, your thoughts grounded, and your spirit lifted. Have a great week.